Good afternoon, class, and welcome to week 2 of Sustainable Tourism. I hope you all have had a fantastic start to your week and are able to get into some of the activities that have been curated in this course that are outside the book or outside the PowerPoint to give you a perspective on sustainable tourism that's a little bit more real world. So each module will have some of those activities, as I said, to kind of break up the readings. And this being an online course, I want to make sure that I provide as many activities as possible that gives you some of that real world feel. So if you have any questions about that or anything else, please let me know. I'll start these videos off with some housekeeping items for the course, and then dive into some of the lecture material for the week. So week 1 and week 2 modules are still open. Both of those modules will be due Sunday night, this Sunday, at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. Please remember Eastern Standard Time. I know many of you are in the central time zone in Indiana, so please make sure you set that reminder that I do close the modules Eastern Standard Time. Great job in Module 1. For the most part, a few students need to turn in some of the remaining coursework. And one thing that I want to bring to everybody's attention is the discussions for this course. If the discussion instructions ask for you to reply to a team member for full credit, please make sure to do that. Not all discussions require a response, so I want to say that, but the ones that do, it is specifically listed in the instructions, so please make sure that you read those instructions and follow those, because I want you all to get full credit. Quizzes will be open, as I said, till the end of the week, which is Sunday. And so please make sure to complete all those. So all in all, great job with week 1, and I did extend that over to week 2 just because of the new VPN requirements and to give you all a chance to get your textbooks and all of those things. So any questions about week 1 or week 2, please feel free to reach out to me, and all of those assignments will be due Sunday evening. So as we go into Module 2, the biggest subject of this chapter in the book is capital. And when we talk about capital, of course, we can start at the top and talk about money. If you want to build a new hotel or a new theme park, you need money, you need the capital to do that. But in this course, I like to focus a little bit more on the human aspect. So one thing that I will be focusing on a lot in this video is the human capital. Human capital can be training, it can be human resources, it could be your coworkers, it could be people in the organization, it could be people outside the organization, it could be volunteers, but it could also be the impact on your community. And tourism overwhelmingly, in my opinion, in your professor's opinion, can have a positive impact on a community, but it doesn't mean that it can't also bring some challenges or negative impact to a community. And let me explain. I mentioned in my first introduction video that I was born and raised in Orlando, Florida. The entertainment and theme park capital of the world. Was a Disney guy. Both my parents were on opening crew and spent over 40 years at Walt Disney World. I myself worked there for over 10 years. So absolutely love the organization, love the people, love the company. Not a Disney adult, but I love the company. It turned Central Florida and Orlando to a sleepy little, from a sleepy little Orange Grove town in the 50s and 60s to the tourist capital of the world in the 70s, 80s, and even today. So, the economic and cultural and human aspect of that was overwhelmingly positive, but doesn't mean that it doesn't have the flip side as well. Those of you that may have visited the area or even from the area, I think we have 1 or 2 students that are from Orlando like me, may know that just off Disney property and just off Universal property, there are a ton of extended stay motels, low-income housing, apartment complexes, school children standing on the side of the street to catch buses because there's not enough elementary and middle schools in that area to support the influx of either tourist, temporary workers, full-time workers, all of those things. Housing is an issue. in Central Florida with prices out of control, and we hear that in a lot in the political climate these days. So my point in saying all that has been, has the economic impact of Disney and Universal and SeaWorld and all of these other places been overwhelmingly positive? Absolutely. Over 100,000 people in Central Florida have jobs just because of the theme parks. So that can be viewed as a good thing. But that also doesn't mean that there isn't some negative consequences and impact on the human side of things. So when you dive into the reading and our understanding things of human capital, when we're talking about people, when we're talking about investing in people, that doesn't necessarily mean just paying somebody an obscene amount of money or giving them the pay rate they want or anything like that. That's some of it, but that's not exactly what we're talking about as far as investing in human capital and the human and cultural impact of tourism in areas. There are two absolutely fantastic case studies at the end of this chapter that I really want you all to read. One is about animal-based tourism. I know we have a lot of animal lovers in the class. I myself am a proud a puppy parent, but this case study is absolutely fantastic. It's case study 2.1 in the back of this chapter about animal-based tourism. And it's a fantastic read, and it's very eye-opening. So I encourage anybody who has an affinity for animals or who is an animal lover to read this case study and really take it to heart. And the second one, case study 2.2, is about poverty tourism. Now that can the name poverty tourism can be a misleading title. But in the case study, it talks about either visiting impoverished areas from a cultural or a heritage standpoint, and what are the pros and cons of visiting areas that may be suffering from poverty, or where a majority of the residents live below the poverty line, and things like that. So two just very, very interesting social tourism issues that I want you all to take a look at and really understand that this is a course that deals with not only tourism but the sustainability of tourism. And sustainability doesn't just mean recycling or buying products that are eco-friendly. It also means, is this sustainable for the area that the tourism is located in? Is it sustainable for the residents? Is it sustainable for the infrastructure? All of those things. So chapter 2 is very, very, very interesting. It's very short, but just very, very interesting. So please make sure to read those two case studies. There will be some questions about that either on quizzes or midterms, just because I really want you all to start thinking about these topics, expressing your views on these topics. Really no right or wrong answer when I ask for your opinion on these things, but I just want to make sure that you understand the concept. So I have always like to say that I am available. So several of you have emailed me this last week with some questions, some great questions coming my way. I do try to respond to those questions within 24 hours, 48 hours max if I'm traveling, but everybody's doing a great job in the course. So just to recap really quick, please finish up Module 1 coursework, get that turned in by Sunday. Finish up Module 2 coursework, get that turned in by Sunday. Or please read the two case studies at the end of Chapter 2. They're absolutely fantastic. Participate in the discussions and the activities in the course. And please let me know if you need anything. You all are doing a great job. Absolutely fantastic start to the course. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one.